Sharon Brennan, Cottage Lane Stamper. Welcome back to my blog channel, wherever you're watching me, Facebook. I just wanted to do a little one-on-one. I recently brought up that I'm going to start card kit classes, and I think there might be a little bit of confusion. Just wanted to tell you the difference between what they are. So I have my regular card making classes, and I'm going to show you how I put those kits together in a little bit. But those are kits that I put together myself, and we do all the stamping and die cutting and embossing and things like that right in class. And those are held on the second Friday of the month at 2 o'clock. And then I'm starting something new the 29th of July. It's called Paper Pumpkin and Pie. And initially I had started out with the idea of getting together with a few friends that are subscribers to Paper Pumpkin and putting our kits together and having some pie. So with that said, there are a couple of different kinds of kits. I'm going to put the camera down and I'll be right back. So this is a typical Paper Pumpkin and Paper Pumpkin kit, and this is a subscription that you sign up for, and it can be month to month, or you can buy a 3-month subscription, or 6 months, or a year, I believe. And you can, within any of those, you can pause your subscription. Say if you don't want one and you're going to be gone that month or whatever, you can pause them. So and then you can also give subscriptions like this as gifts. So these kits are all inclusive, and the first kit you will get a block like this included in your kit, and after that any subsequent Paper Pumpkin kits will come without the block, but you'll get everything else. So like this one for May is called Exploring in Color, and it has copper clay as the ink spot, and then you'll get a stamp set. And this one I haven't even opened up, so they always come gift wrapped like this, and for me it's like giving a gift to yourself because they always come gift wrapped in different colored paper. So within that kit it'll come like this, and so I can get it out of the box here. Let me fold this back up. This may be one of the kits at my class. So at my class for Paper Pumpkin and Pie, you can either buy a subscription online, or you can get another one of our kits online, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So basically they are the same, except for Paper Pumpkin is a subscription. But they all come, they're all inclusive. They come with the card bases, they come with the stamps, they come with the ink, they come with the adhesives. The only thing you'll ever need is a scissors, for sure. That's all. So that's just a little 101 on the Paper Pumpkin kit. And the kits collections are only available online. They're not in the catalogs. And this is one that I worked on last week. It's called, and I wasn't saying the name right. I kept saying boho, but it's Boho Beach. Anyway, this is one of the cards, and this one happened to have 2 designs in it. The kits will either have, sometimes they're a craft kit, but generally they're card kits, and they'll either have like 3 designs, and you'll get 3 cards of each design, or 9 cards. This one happened to be an 8-card kit, and so I got 4 cards of these 2 designs. And basically the only difference is that for every kit that you buy, you'll get one of these stamping blocks. And then you get the stamps, you get this one used linen thread. They all come with envelopes, and I love that because you have everything you need for a card. And they all coordinate, and they're beautiful. And then these are the card bases that came with it. There are 2 different ones. And since I already put some of the cards together, there are the glue dots, the dimensionals, and the ink spot. So the only real difference between those two is Paper Pumpkin is a subscription. You have to sign up by the 10th of the month to get that month's kit, and then they're sent out and they're shipped and billed after on the 11th. And the only other difference between Paper Pumpkin and the online kits is that the online kits will come with a clear block. The first Paper Pumpkin kit only comes with it the first time. So let's see if there's anything else. And at my classes, if you don't have a kit, I'll have some on hand that you can buy. Otherwise, just make sure that you sign up. I would say even by the 10th of the month for these two, to make sure that you get them in time for our classes on the 29th. Or it's the last Saturday of July. It's Paper Pumpkin and Pie is the last Saturday of July, and that's at 10 o'clock in the morning. So basically that's the difference between the 2 kit classes, or 2 kits. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments or text me. Let me know. And now I'm going to show you what I do for my monthly card class. So I'll be right back. Now just a little idea of what I do for my monthly card classes. As I said, I call them kits also. But first of all, when you come to class, these are pretty much the essential things that you'll need. I have 2 pairs of scissors, one for cutting paper, and this one with the ribbon on it is for cutting ribbon, or baker's twine or whatever. You'll need an adhesive. We have our Stampin' Seal, and then we have our Stampin' Seal Plus, and this is really good for like 3D items, things that you need a little bit stronger hold on. And those are refillable. They come in a refillable container like that. Multi-purpose glue, use that a lot. I'll put these away as I talk about them. A bone folder for making nice creases on your cards. They lay flatter, and they're easy to work with. Take your pick tool. Now they've got some new attachments for this. I haven't gotten them yet, but this end is really good for picking up, I don't know if you can see that, like sequins and stuff, small things, and applying them to cards. Let's see, and you can get refills for that. The other end has a palette knife on one end and like a paper piercing tool on the other. There is another attachment, and this is for like scoring. Sometimes you'll make a fun fold card and it has a lot of scoring on it. So there are 2 different size ends there. I don't know if you can see that, but either one of them, they just fit in here and you just turn it and they lock. So I usually am using this end. This end I favor because I use it for picking up glue dots or adhesive back sequins, things like that. So that's like one of my essential tools. It's right on my bench there by me. Glue dots, and they come in a box. And there are mini dimensionals and then regular dimensionals. So those are the basics that I ask at once. If you want you can bring tear and tape too. This is really good for 3D items. It's really easy to work with. So those are the basic tools that I asked my people to bring with them to class. And when they come to class, in their place where there's, at the table, I have like these packets. And each one of these packets has the 3 kits for that night. And I paper clip them together. If there's any ribbon and it's a bow, I usually tie it for them just because it's easier and I can do it fairly fast. I have a little tool for doing that. So these are like 3 different cards that we're going to be making, and they all have blue. I wonder what, well actually this is supposed to be purple, but I couldn't find the purple that I wanted. So anyway, they'll come like this in a pack, and that'll be at the table when they arrive. And then, see if I have a basket ready. Here is one that's kind of ready. So on the table, there'll also be like a basket. Now, see if I can zoom out a little bit. And in it, I'll have the stamp set that we're going to be using. Any special tools like this, a punch. I'll have the stamps mounted. And then another basket, I have all the inks that we'll be using. So for another class that another card that I'm doing, so they just pick up the basket, take it to their spot. It depends on how many people you have in your class. If there's not too many, they can, or however they want to do it, they can share the basket and work on the same card at the same time, or they can each take a different basket. Just depends on how many people and if they, don't mind sharing. And sometimes it's fun to do the same card along with somebody else. And here's another basket that's going to go into another kit that I'm preparing for. I've got class on already. And there's an avalanche of everything. So, you never know what's going to happen. So here's like the dies that I'm going to be using, the stamp sets. I put them in the basket, and then these are all the stamps, and then if there's any dies, usually I'll put them at the bottom that go with that card. So, anyway, that is just how I do classes. And I just thought I'd mention this for people who maybe are starting out and wondering how to do classes. Everybody does it different. It just depends on how many people that you have coming into your classes. So, like I said, when they arrive, and this is for my monthly class. So, and I think there was a bit of confusion as to when I say kit, I call this a kit too. So, and some people were mixing that up with like the paper pumpkin kits. So, anyway, I just thought I would share that with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and hope to see you real soon. Take care, and may God bless. Bye.